Okay, this is one of my first few videos. Oh gosh, it's going out of focus. It's going out of focus. Ah! What's going on? What's going on? Okay, okay. This is gonna be the first of a series called I'm gonna be drawing my childhood nightmares, or rather the things that the adults in my life sort of scared the shit out of me into. Like, Tamil, we have something called the Poochandi, which is sort of like the Tamil version of the boogeyman. And I can draw different versions of them. Maybe we can check that out and see how that goes. But I've never really put a face or description to the Poochandi before, and I don't want to, because it's like, okay, it's an amorphous being that's like super scary, and I don't want to have to deal with that level of like horror. I'm a bit of a coward, so I'd rather really not deal with it. Okay, so let's get to, and excuse the blue fingernails, I dyed my hair blue. So I have a Micron 1 pen. Why am I even saying the product? I mean, those of you all didn't know the product. So I'm just gonna start by drawing something for me, right? So the Poochandi is definitely something that's sort of a part of your urban legend. Parents scare their kids saying, oh, நீ சரியா சாப்பாடு சாப்பிடலனா பூச்சாண்டி வந்து உன்னை பிடிச்சிடும், இல்லை நீ இது பண்ணலனா பூச்சாண்டி பிடிச்சிடும் உன்னை. It's basically this threat of, oh, this big scary thing is gonna come and take you, and it's gonna take you away because you're a bad kid. And I get that. I totally get that. I'm gonna draw something that was close to what the Poochandi was for me. It was something called the leprechaun. Now, of course, in Irish folklore, the leprechaun is this sort of ginger gentleman with a green outfit, a green buckle belt, a green buckle hat, and like with a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, very money-minded. I have seen the very old leprechaun movies, and those of y'all that like, so those of y'all that are like from the 90s or the 80s or like the early 2000s that have seen those films on TV, or like just in general, that shit's really scary. So I'll just draw as I'm explaining the whole situation, right? So when I was a very, very young kid, I was quite a quiet kid for the most part, but some days, and sometimes my mom would sort of she'd sort of be like, oh, if you're not good, the leprechaun கூட்டின்னு வந்துடுவேன், which translates in English to, if you're not being a good kid, I'm gonna bring the leprechaun and he's gonna get ya. And that is quite scary for a child to deal with. Like I was saying, my mother would sort of make fun and be like, oh, the leprechaun's gonna come get ya, he's gonna come and he's gonna eat ya, he's an angry old man. And to me, yeah, of course, this is very much like the idea of what a leprechaun was to me, right? This like very curly hair, like this creature that with pointy ears, like and like sharp teeth. We'll get to the teeth in a bit, but very much like a curly eared creature with like sharp teeth that's about to eat me alive, that will consume me if I do not listen to my parents. I'm gonna give him I'm just gonna give this guy a few 6 sideburns. Bit more volume to the hair. I know I'm sort of making it like it's a fairy tale character, but trust me, when I visualized this creature, it was very, very scary to me. And this is again just my perspective of what a leprechaun is. Like, it had short hair, and it like had like a wide brim hat. Now I just realized I didn't leave enough space for the hat, and excuse my shitty lining, it's fine. I'm just doing this for the sake of fun, putting something out, so I'm not gonna be too harsh on myself as a recovering perfectionist, to be honest. So yeah, this and like a really big hat, but just to save, conserve time and space, I'm just gonna make this guy like this, yeah. And I'm just gonna draw what I think lucky clovers look like from my perspective. I know it's supposed to be a 4-leaf clover. I'm putting a 3-leaf clover because this guy was not lucky. This guy was not lucky for me. Lucky, he was the farthest fucking thing away from lucky he could ever be for me, because imagine you're this like tiny, tweeny little like 5-year-old who's just going, Ma, I don't want to sleep. I don't feel sleepy. And then she just goes, well, நீ தூங்கலைன்னா leprechaun வந்து பிடிச்சிடும். And like, what the fuck is that, dude? That's a new character that's been unlocked. What do you mean? First you said Spoochandi, now it's leprechaun. Why are you doing this to me? It was really fucking scary. And yes, I did think of the leprechaun as having a beard. I'm just trying to figure out how to incorporate the beard into this without making it look too awkward. Okay, I think that's how it goes. And then he had these like, it's like really snazzy, like sharp collar, like this, and like this snazzy guy, but like he likes kidnapping kids for fun apparently, according to my mom, and it was really truly horrifying. I'm just gonna give him little gold buttons because I don't know. I don't know what to give this guy. I'll give him a paunch. I think because I'm enjoying my anxieties, it's helping a little to just be able to make this guy look like he's just some ordinary guy. He's just some ordinary Jew, just living his best life. And me and my child imagination was like, oh my god, this is a horrifying creature of the night that's gonna consume me, it's gonna eat me alive. Let me just show you what he looks like right now. Hold up. This is what he looks like now. Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know. That's what he looks like. Ta-da! We are going to, of course, make him scary because this is like a punch guy. This is like some guy. He's just some dude. You know, he's not gonna fucking do shit. And then we turn him scary, and then yeah, and then it just devolves from there. It's yeah, give him like sharp, scary thing, teeth. Like my mom was like, this guy has razor sharp teeth. He's gonna eat you, and I'm like, wow, thanks for the free trauma. I mean, I love my mom, but shit, this was horrifying. Like really genuinely horrifying. Just thinking about this dude, this random dude who like kidnaps kids for fun because they don't do what their parents tell them to, and I'm like, oh my god, that's horrifying. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? But yeah, like I always imagined like the leprechaun to have the ability to sort of climb through things. You know, had these long, gangly, almost like inhuman like fingers, are like clawed at the end, and like I don't know how many fingers. All I know is he just had fingers. I'm putting a pinky somewhere here because I suck at drawing hands. And I'll just add a little thing on the pinky. And the guy's here. He's got like big sharp teeth, and he's got big sharp teeth here too, and he's like angry and something like that. I don't know. I'll cover up the inside parts with some. Yeah, he's like scary. He's got maybe not that scary. He's like this, super scary, and he's got like these teeth and these claws, and he's super. I hated it. I wasn't a big fan. And it really made me angry. And thing is, here I've given him a pot belly. In my eyes, leprechaun was this like scrunkly little guy. You know, I'm just gonna draw like a rough idea of like a silhouette or something, of like a scrunkly little guy. He was just a scrunkly little guy with like a beard, a long ass beard, like a big pointy nose, and like angry eyes, like angry soulless eyes. And he was like always angry, and he had these like big broad shoulders and these like lanky big fucking arms, you know, to like grab more kids with, and like they would like they would be super long and clawed. I'm just giving him 3 fingers because cartoon logic, but even then, like, you know, it's like super fucking scary. And I I hated it as a kid. I would be like, why mother, why would you put that? And then of course he's like, so basically I was thinking of a goblin without knowing what a goblin was, but I attributed it to the leprechaun because that's what I was like, oh yeah, okay, leprechaun, that's scary, right? That's a scary guy, that's a scary personification, but you know what really is, scarier than uh, all these urban myths and legends, it's humans. Human beings are the most scariest creatures. Oh my god, I'm just saying shit for the sake of saying it. But I'm not wrong with it. I think humans are a little bit terrifying comparatively to like urban myths and legends. Because like a ghost, you like have ways to get rid of it. With a human, there aren't, you can't get rid of them that easily. I don't mean like get rid. I mean like just tell them go away, or like don't get up in my space, or you can glare at them, like sort of a gas. Maybe it might work, but I can't. Okay, this is what the silhouette looked like in my eyes. It was really weird, and I don't know. I mean, think of it as like all black. I don't know. And I would always imagine this thing like climbing through like roofs and ceilings and windows, and just and like coming and like scratching me. And oh god, thinking about it makes me feel sick to my stomach. But like this is more like of a matured version. He's eaten a kid. He's like an anaconda right now. He's just chilling. He's like chilling and killing. He's like, oh, I've had my kid quota for the day. I'm gonna put his hand resting on his belly actually. So this is a leprechaun, right? To me. And of course, I don't know how true the actual mythology of leprechaun is. That's definitely something that I do have to research a lot more. But I think that this whole concept is so fascinating to me, of like just some guy, just some dude, or like some mythical elf like creature who's like got a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. And like if you steal his gold, he's gonna come after you. That's the scary part because of leprechaun movies. I never touch money that's like on the ground, take it home, that's not mine, because of those movies. They've like instilled a fear in me that if I take somebody's money, it might just be a fucking leprechaun's gold in disguise, and that shit scares the shit out of me. As an adult, of course, I know that's not the case all the time, but the fear still remains. And that doesn't really go away that easily. It's just very fascinating that regardless of culture, parents will always sort of create these creatures in your mind, whether they intend to or not, to sort of terrify you even as an adult. So yeah, thanks for watching. And this is just video 1. Hopefully second video will be more polished. I'm just putting things out there so that I can be a bit more confident putting my work out there. So I'm just doing this whimsical stuff. Okay, you know what? Just because we're doing whimsical stuff, I'm gonna pretty him up. I'm gonna make this one a diva. Diva. I don't know. Not even flower or something. It can be like grunge or something, some cool aesthetic. Yeah, nose ring maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. I'm so awkward. Bye.